Hi guys, welcome to Icons Animal Haven, and I'm Ramadan, a dedicated young farmer. Today let's talk about pre-arrival setup for your brooding house. Pre-arrival setup for your brooding house is what you get ready before your birds arrive for brooding. Whether for broilers, sasu, croilers, layers, whatever, you have to get these things in order before your birds arrive. If you do not get these things in order, your birds are not assured survival. So get these things ready before your birds arrive. The very first one is the heat in your Buddha house. Your heat in the Buddha house will be 32.5 to 34.5 degrees Celsius. There are many kinds of ways to get heat into your Buddha house. We have the Buddha lamp, the gas Buddha, and the charcoal, as you can see. These three ways, the charcoal is the very local one that we've been using, but since the upgraded system has come, people normally use Buddha lamp and gas Buddha. The gas Buddha is for large quantity. I think each gas Buddha can take about 2,000 brooding house capacity. That's for the gas Buddha. But the Buddha lamp too can take a lot of days, despite that you don't have any issues with your electricity. If you are sure that your electricity will be okay for 24/7, 24 hours straight, you can depend solely on your Buddha house. But nothing is assured here in Ghana. So if you have your Buddha house, you're supposed to get a backup. If you are using a Buddha lamp, you can get a gas Buddha for large quantities. But if you are doing it in small quantity, you can get charcoal. The charcoal is very stressful because of the outages. It might go out in the night. You must be there so that your chicks don't die of cold stress. The very second one is their water. When day old chicks arrive, you don't just give them clear water. No, you give them water mixed with either multivitamins or electrolytes to reduce stress. If you don't have electrolytes, you can use multivitamins or glucose. So it's three options we have here: electrolytes, multivitamins, and glucose. For me personally, I use multivitamins and glucose normally for stress. So you mix it in their water, make it ready before arrival. It's very important, before arrival. The third and obvious one is feed. When your birds arrive, you don't just go and give them feed straight. No, you make sure they take the water with glucose to relieve stress for at least an hour, and at most an hour and 45 minutes. So after that period of time, you can now introduce feed to them. And the feed should be in crumbles. It can be in pellets, but the pellets should be very, very tiny. Kujis has this gaudus, it's called gaudus. That feed is in pellets. A pre it's like a pre-broiler starter. You get it? It's very, very high in protein than the usual broiler starter. So you can consider getting that one. You know that it's very expensive compared to the other feed types. So you can get that one for them. After maybe their first week, then you introduce them to the broiler starter. Then fourth week you switch to finisher. Note, we don't switch to a different kind of feed overnight. No, we don't do that. Otherwise your birds might start falling sick and dying. We switch it gradually. You start mixing maybe part of the old feed you're using with the new one. You start mixing it, then you can also do it, maybe the old one you're using in the morning, then the new one you are currently using in the evening. Then it will be balanced before you totally switch their feed. If you switch their feed overnight, it can cost a lot. That's all I have for you on today's topic: pre-brooding setup. This Icons Animal Haven, and I'm signing out. Peace.